Everybody, we've got some technical audio issues here going on. Give me just a second. What's in here? Not quite sure this isn't. All right, well, we're just gonna go for it. See if that helps. I'm not sure here. Let's just hold it like this. Hey, when in doubt, you gotta adjust on the fly, right? Um, So I hope everyone can see me. It looks like you can see at least my face now. So never know what circumstances are going to happen, and you just kind of got to adjust and on the fly. So having a little bit of technical issues here and a little bit of setup issues here, but that's all right. You just go with the flow and do what you can. So thanks so much again for being here, everyone. As always, Coach Brad, and super happy to be here with you today. And I want to talk to you today. I get questions a lot, and so I want to take today and actually answer one question. And the question is, how have I been able to, live this healthy lifestyle for, gosh, going on 13 years? And basically, how was I able to transform from the person I was, I guess, this couch potato, into the person I am now, this up and coming entrepreneur and triathlete and marathon runner and all of that stuff. The question I get a lot is, how did I do that? And I want to dive into that today. But before I do, again, let me back up and share my story. I'm the guy, if you haven't heard, that at one point was a couch potato, 50 pounds overweight, no direction, no purpose, lost in his life, and didn't know anything about anything. And I didn't know what to do, where to go, or how to start. And so the question today, how did I transform and go from that lethargic couch potato into this, I guess, this person that is now thriving, if you will, and has done multiple endurance races. I think I've done, gosh, I've lost track. I don't know, 40, 50, 60 endurance races, triathlons, mountain runs, all of that. And I don't say anything, and that's a brag. Certainly, no, not at all. And I'll point out that most of those races I actually finished in the bottom 10. A good race. Once I did finish on the podium, but most of the time I finished in the back half, like the lower 50%, or even the bottom 10. And I'll be honest, my marathon I finished dead last in, but I did finish. I showed up every time and I did finish. And so, if you, and again, I don't know where you are in your life or your journey or what your goals are or what your ambitions are, whether today or tomorrow, or where you see yourself in 6 months from now or a year from now, particularly when it comes to, all things health and wellness and all that. And I don't know if health is a concern for you, your health and well-being, if that's on your radar or anything like that. But I just wanted to give you a little sample, how I was able to go from that couch potato to marathon runner, how I was able to go from couch potato to, up and coming entrepreneur, how I was able to go from couch potato to having my own podcast, to having my own, up and coming online business and everything. And really, it's not like it happened overnight either. I want to say that this has been, like I said, 13 years in the in the making. Imagine if you're, working on shaping a piece of clay or something like that on a potter's wheel, and you're taking 13 years to mold it and shape it and everything like that. That's kind of what's been going on with me, of just being molded and shaped into this new best version. But to do that, for that to happen, yesterday I talked about mindset. There was one key aspect of my mindset that has allowed me to completely transform from that person I was to this person I am. And that's very simply this, that I made a choice. And that choice that I made was, I chose to be healthy. And that has been the groundwork for everything in my life that has happened ever since. Everything you can see, even what I'm doing here now, it all you came up there. So no problem. We just go with the flow. You can tell we're live here too when that happens. But so, and I think that's where a lot of people fall short. Dare I say fail, or dare I say make a mistake, is that they're not choosing. And if I were to ask you a question, I would ask, well, what are you choosing for your life? And not to get, too up on it or anything, but to be honest, whatever, take a look at your life, whatever you have going on, you know, are you choosing that? You may say, I'm not choosing, to be broke or whatever, something like that. But if you really want to own your life and take responsibility, that's something you have to really, really look at. And that's something I started to do too, especially when it came to health, is I started to make my health a priority, and I started to own my journey. I can't tell you how important that is for something like this. When we talk about having more health or better health, we talk about having more energy. We talk about this idea of being able to keep weight off and things like that. It all starts with a choice. What are you choosing right here, right now for you and your life? And I will tell you, the quality of your life, the quality of your health, anything, it boils down to the choice that you are making, the choices that you are, implementing for your life, the choices or decisions, I guess. That's another word for choice. The decisions that you are making. And once upon a time, it didn't happen overnight. It was about 4 years into my journey that all of a sudden I made a choice to be healthy. And that choice was rooted in something else. And this is really important if you want to transform and go from that, point A to point B, as I call it, to become that next best version of you. That choice I made was rooted in who I was. So when you ask me that question, Brad, who are you? I'm going to say, I am healthy. I am this being, this thing called healthy. I am this healthy person. That's who I am. So you have to ask yourself, who are you as well, in order to help you make that best choice, especially when it comes to your health, your well being. But bottom line, though, to transform, that's how I was able to transform, is that I chose to be healthy. Choose. What are you choosing right here, right now for you and your life? Whatever you're choosing, that's what you have going on in your life. And that may sound harsh, but that's the reality of the matter. Now, I don't want to get too deep into this. I know, how could you say, well, some people don't choose to be robbed or, have their gas shut off or something like that. I get that. I totally get that. And that would be a deeper conversation about what I mean when I say, you choose what you have in your life. But bottom line is, take home away from this session today is the way you transform is that you simply choose to transform. You choose to transform from that person you are into that person that you want to be. And when you do that, then your life will change. So, the moral of the story today is choose and choose wisely. This has been Coach Brad. And remember, if you like what you've heard, go to my Instagram account right now. Follow me on Instagram. Again, action is the way that you take that step forward. So don't just listen to this and then put it down and then go off. Go to my Instagram, hit that follow button, follow me on Instagram. You're going to get tons and tons of great tips and all kinds of things on this journey of life, this health and wellness journey, this very beautiful journey that life is. Thanks so much for being here. Until next time, this is Coach Brad. Be well, be safe, be happy, eat ice cream. Take care, everyone. We'll see you next time.